Hey y'all, Dan with the Southern Paddler Channel here, and welcome back to part 3 of our Black Creek trip. This is in Brooklyn, Mississippi, a little below Hattiesburg. Now, what you're seeing here is actually the end of day 2. Day 2 was more miles, and I showed more clips there on that video, so I thought I'd put camp on this final video so you can see that we did 12 and a half miles yesterday. We've done 20 for the trip, and it's still only 3:40 after covering that many miles, and we didn't even start till 10. So we made good time, but we weren't even trying to. We were trying to just take it easy and really enjoy our time on this creek, and we did enjoy it. You can tell I'm kind of scouting the banks there. So at this point, we've not actually gotten out to look. I think some had around the point, but I mentioned in the last video that there wasn't just a whole lot of camping spots. When I say that, keep in mind that I'm thinking about both hammocks and tents. There was plenty of places to set up tents along the way. There's lots of sandbars. But when you have hammocks, you've got to make sure that you have trees the right size, the right distance apart, not too much undergrowth in between. So that makes it a little more challenging in most cases, I think. So here I'm going to get out and pull my boat up on the bank here and walk up there. And this is going to work. So this will be our camp for the evening. Dawn is using a rechargeable inflator to inflate her thermarest pad that goes in her hammock. I have a thermarest as well. These are mainly just for padding and to spread the hammocks out. It wasn't going to be that cold at night, so we didn't really need the insulation factor there. But here, kind of looking down the hill, I don't know if the camera really does justice of how steep that was, but that was a long ways down. But on around this point is the rest of our group. They're setting up tents. And so from this next scene, you can see the tents there and see how this sandbar is kind of wider and a little more flat here. So this is also going to be where we hang out for the evening. We've got just a little fire going right now. By this point, it's probably 4:30 or 5, and we're just cooling our jets, taking it easy. We're going to grill us some Kaneka dogs in a little bit, but for right now, we're just sitting in our chairs around this fire and just enjoying this beautiful spring day. Alan's getting the Kaneka dogs cooked over the grill here. I mentioned yesterday we had the steaks and potatoes for supper. Being a shorter trip and an easy mileage trip, we brought some extra stuff that we wouldn't on some of the bigger trips. We did bring steaks, Kaneka dogs, potatoes, all the fixings, a grill, and it really made it for a nice trip. Again, the whole idea was just to relax, take it easy, have fun, eat good, and we did all those things. And I'll show you these Kaneka dogs here in just a second. But look at this. What a beautiful spot for camp. Really enjoyed being on this little bend on Black Creek. It was a wonderful camp spot. Everybody's enjoying their dogs. They are ready and they are good. Man, would you look at that. We really enjoyed our supper tonight. And again, we got plenty of daylight, so we're just taking it easy, enjoying some food and fellowship. I'll kind of pan over here, and Dawn's not a big fan of the camera, so I get the hand, but nah, she's just kidding. But here we're getting our fire going. We're done with supper. And, right here, so Charlie's telling us how you cook those biscuits on a stick, where you get some dough, you just kind of wrap it around the end of a stick, you hold it over the fire for a little bit, and when it gets done, you pull it off the end of the stick, and then you eat it. And the sound effects he made when he talked about eating those biscuits just absolutely cracked us up. But you can tell we did. We just had a wonderful time here hanging out on this bend in the creek.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it's night time. We got us a good fire going. Our bellies are full. So we're just going to relax here a little bit more, and we're going to sign off here at the end of day 2. Call it a night, and we'll see you in the morning.
On Saturday
It is.
Good morning. It's day 3. It's the last day. So we're packing up, getting camp broke down. Once we get all of our camp stuff put in the boats, we're going to go around the point here to where everybody's at. We're going to sit down and have us a little coffee and a little breakfast. And then we're going to get on Black Creek and finish this trip out.
Kind of fog this morning, don't we? Why do you keep moving? It is pretty, isn't it? Very.
Man, it's moving.
It is.
To the spiel.
So we got out of the bridge. And
Oh.
ran up top.
Oh.
And he had it on his GPS. He pulled it up on his GPS. And I said, and I finally found it. He didn't know exactly where it was.
Yeah.
He was trying to find it too.
Huh.
I know. What are the chances, right?
Yeah, really.